O'Hara, you know her as the Harried Housewife. She's here with a great recipe. Doesn't this just look perfect, too? It's a pumpkin spice cake with a rum cheesecake glaze. Wow. I mean, that looks perfect.
Oh, thanks, Jason. It's the epitome of fall flavors.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You've got to know that. And I got to try some while we're talking. So, all right, what inspired this particular recipe for you?
Oh, I worked on this one. This took a long time to get it because there's just a lot of little things I wanted to get just right. But I just wanted to, really capture the flavor of fall in a dessert that'll be great for the Thanksgiving holiday, Christmas, for every time when people come over. And I wanted it filled with just a nice, moist, cake that you associate, with a pumpkin flavor and just really nice spice flavor. And I had it a rum cream cheese glaze made with spiced rum, or you can use, of course, the rum extract.
Now, this is in the new cookbook, right?
No, but the pumpkin spice is. The pumpkin pie spice is, and I made a little, thing of it. That's what I really use in my kitchen. This is a different version. You can go, get all kinds of, you can buy pumpkin pie spice in the supermarket, or you can make your own. I tweaked it. I like this one because it has the cloves in there, and I just had to get it just so. So the recipe for the pumpkin pie spice is in the book. The cake is not. The cake is online. It'll be on your site and on my site.
So let's talk a little bit about some of your favorite fall treats that you put together. Obviously, this is the big one that's up there now, but there's a host of them, especially as we lead up to Halloween.
Right. In the book, there's spider cupcakes, which is a really creepy treat for kids. They really like those, and they actually taste good. They're a nice chocolate flavor, just a deep cocoa flavor. There's slimy swamp treats, which are in there, which are kind of a fun. Another one, just with candy, and they're just a nice treat for the kids. And online we have like the butterscotch treats. Like, just if you don't have time, you can just kind of doctor up, your Rice Krispie treats. For the grown-ups, like a pork roast is a nice fall dinner. And we have an acorn squash bisque that's in the book that I think is something you should really make right along. It has just a touch of maple syrup. And it just takes advantage of all the yummy flavors we have here in upstate New York, the nice fresh produce.
Also in the book, and a lot of people that don't have it wouldn't know this, but you've got a lot of different and interesting crafts that you can do, especially this time of year.
Yes, and there's a no-sew placemat for fall. And again, who has time? But sometimes you just want to coordinate your look without, on a budget.
Of course, yeah.
You can even use fabric that you have around the house, and believe me, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So everything is in here. It's kind of Pinterest, but it's easy, definitely very easy. There's an autumn wreath that you can go and buy things from like dollar stores and really make it your own. There's a gorgeous, I have to say, autumn centerpiece for your table made out of a fresh pumpkin. So, if you're going to make this recipe, use fresh pumpkin or use canned pumpkin, then you'll use your pumpkin for a gorgeous centerpiece with cattails, and just take the kids out for a walk and pick the wild berries and wild flowers. It's just different kind of ideas that are easy but are fun.
What would you say is your, other than this one, your favorite fall recipe that it's a go-to for you and your family?
I say a pork roast, a pork roast. And again, it's easy to do in the day. You can take like dried sage, which is a nice fall flavor, and just kind of mix that with your, garlic powder, onion powder, and just rub that all over a roast. Yes, and then I like to even wrap it up in plastic wrap and stick it in the fridge, like, early in the morning, and then at night just take it out and roast it.
And it won't take long as long as it's defrosted. It should go quick.
You can get them on sale.
And what's your favorite side with that?
Oh gosh, the velvety mashed potatoes. That's in the book. But those are easy to make, and you have to just, the key to the good mashed potatoes, I think, is really using a potato ricer if you happen to have one. You can just squeeze them through, but if not, just make sure that you heat the milk, or heat like half and half, or even fat-free half and half, and then leave the butter at room temperature.
All sounds good. Good to see you as always. Thanks so much, Cynthia. More news coming up.